Hands up in the air.
Everybody come to the Breakfast Club. I call this the hot seat.
You're wild. Can I live?
You are out of control. I can't even deal with you.
Y'all are so petty. Why are y'all so petty?
The world's most dangerous morning show. DJ Envy.
Captain of this bitch.
Angela Yee.
I stay in everybody's business, but in a good way.
Charlamagne the God.
The ruler of rubbing you the wrong way.
The Breakfast Club.
Ain't for everybody. What the hell?
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Why are you so little, Charlamagne?
Because somebody was in here messing with my chair. That's why. I thought nobody was allowed to be in this goddamn studio when we not here.
That was a lie. They changed that a long time ago.
Well, I thought, what's the point of having a lock on the door? Oh, hold on. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump day.
Now, first of all, these chairs aren't supposed to get any taller. I didn't know that they get this short, though.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart bought us these chairs a long time ago, and he had them set to a certain height because he didn't want anybody to look taller than him when they sat in them. But I didn't know they could actually get lower. But whoever was in here yesterday definitely was messing with the chairs.
Can you sit on a pillow or a book or something?
No. I'm going to sit right here. I did this on purpose because I want people to know that people be in this studio when they're not supposed to be in here.
I don't think you're hurting anybody but yourself, bro. Looking like
maybe, but sometimes it's about the principle. Sometimes if you don't sit for something, you fall for anything.
Okay.
Isn't that what it is?
No, but we'll rock with you, little man. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. How y'all feeling out there?
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Okay. All right. Now, you out in where? The D?
Yes, I'm in Detroit right now for this week.
Okay. All right.
No, y'all sound happy to be here, guys.
I'm not going to lie. It's tired.
It sounds exciting.
No,
okay.
You just ignore it. I can't even see your face right now with the laptop.
Well, it ain't my fault. Tell people to stay out this studio and stop messing with our chairs, man.
Goodness
gracious. I didn't expect to come in here in this. It's like when you sit down. You know how when you sit down in something and you just notice, like, this is not where I left it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you can tell when somebody been in your stuff. And that's how I feel right now. Somebody been meddling in our goddamn studio. Okay,
meddling.
Well, it's okay. Well,
that's right, meddling. Okay. All right, when you don't got no business, being somewhere, it's trespassing and it's meddling.
Okay.
All right.
Well, don't worry about it. The president has something for you if you need.
Oh, a little pick me up.
He'll pick you up if you need. If you need a little crack pipey pipe, but
little pick me up.
I'm sure we'll talk about that in front page news.
We definitely got to talk about that in front page news.
All right, and
that's just part of that grant, though.
And also, Dorian Renaud will be joining us. He's the founder of Butter skincare products. He was also on College Hill back in the day. You could find Butter products in Macy's and Lord & Taylor's, Saks, and so many different places. So we'll talk to Dorian Renaud, see how he got into the game and how he's doing so great with this Butter product that he has. All right. So front page news next. Are we talking about anything else besides the crack pipe B?
No, we are going to talk about this $30 million grant program from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
You get a crack pipe, and you get a crack pipe, and you get a crack pipe.
Let's not, hey, let's not simplify it like that.
All right, well, we'll find out about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, the Brooklyn Nets.
They suck.
They have their 9th straight loss.
10th.
9th.
It's only 9. I thought it was 10.
No, I think it's 9.
You sure?
Yeah, it's 9.
I thought it was 10, bro.
It's 9.
All right.
It's 9.
I think it's 10, bro.
To the Boston Celtics. No, it's 9.
I think it's 10, man.
I think it's 9.
I think it's 10 straight losses, man. Either way, they suck.
Well, let me see who they play tomorrow, and then I'll let you know if it's going to be 10.
If it's going to be 10.
Oh, my goodness. All right, what else we got, Yeezy?
All right. Well, there's been some information about this program that Joe Biden is trying to pass, the harm reduction grant that's offered by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration and authorized by the American Rescue Plan. It's a grant program that's designed to help Americans who are struggling with substance use stay healthy and safe, to prevent overdose death, and to find pathways into evidence-based treatments. Like all programs that use federal funding, these grants must adhere to relevant federal, state, and local laws or regulations. Now, the headline, though, the big headline is that the that Biden is planning to fund a crack pipe distribution, a $30 million crack pipe distribution in an effort to reduce drug harm. And conservative legislators are outraged by recent reports that they're going to be giving away safer smoking kits. And so what they're saying basically is that they're going to be distributing drug paraphernalia, and that's what that money is going toward. But it's a lot more than just that.
It's part of it, though. I mean, the grant serves historically underserved communities, right? That's the nice way to say black people. And the underserved community part comes from the advanced racial equity funding. And the grant description requires the provision of smoking kits. But those kits do constitute just one of several things on a longer list for grant recipients. So yes, while the focus is on the outrage of crack pipes, that's just a small part of the program.
Now let me ask a question. This might sound stupid. How many people die from crack a year? Because crack is not one of those things that you hear people talk about. So how many people die from crack a year?
I have.
Have you heard people talk about dying from crack recently?
I don't know what your argument is. What's your debate here? Crack is whack.
I don't think it's not. Well, what they're saying is that it's a lot safer to smoke than to inject. And so that's the reason for the pipes, because people also get diseases from dirty needles. And so that spreads infectious diseases as well. So they're saying smoking is safer than injecting. It
was interesting to see people were outraged about this for a number of reasons yesterday. But it's crazy to see people outraged about, this yesterday. But when Dr. Carl Hart was up here on the Breakfast Club a couple years ago pushing the same thing, but, he was talking about heroin or just drugs in general, people were agreeing with him. But yesterday they was like, why would you try to make it safer for people to do drugs? I'm like, a couple years ago, y'all was mad at me and Envy for pushing back on Dr. Carl Hart for that.
Now, I'm just asking because there's so many people died from opioids and fentanyl and lace weed and lace cocaine and all that. So I was just wondering why the crack pipes right now.
Well, that's not all that it is. That's the whole thing.
That's just part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of different things, like facilities where you can test your drugs, places where you can get clean needles if you need them.
Same stuff Dr. Carl Hart was talking about. Same exact.
Places where they can reverse medication, and also, just safer kits, disposal and medication disposal kits, substance test kits, all kinds of.
Yeah, and the substance test kits, they have test scripts for fentanyl and other synthetic drugs, and syringes to prevent and control the spread of infectious diseases. Same stuff Dr. Carl Hart was talking about, literally.
And there's states that already do this right now, where things have been successful in other cities like San Francisco and Philadelphia. They've been also making efforts to establish these safe injection facilities, and they've seen other countries where people do it, and it actually really does work. They said Canada has the oldest safe injection site in North America. It's been in operation since 2003. And places can come there, test the quality. People can come there, test the quality of their drugs, get sterile injection equipment, inject their drugs under medical supervision. Because a lot of the reason that people die is because their drugs are contaminated and mixed.
Yeah, I wish they would focus on,
getting people off of
rehabilitation.
Drugs. Yeah.
They said it's easier to identify people who have problems too, because then they come to those sites and then you can also see who these addicts are and also help them get help. And research does show that it does significantly decrease overdoses, and it does not increase the amount of drug use. And if you guys recall, Dr. Carl Hart did speak to A$AP Yam's mother, and she wrote a whole essay about it. She said, to be clear, I recognize that parents, including me, should discourage drug use, but you should also know that my son wanted to get high, not die. And because this is the case for many young people, whether we like it or not, we should do all we can to keep them safe and alive. It's the humane thing to do.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also agree that we should just try to keep them from not getting high, and I wish they would focus on rehabilitation more and mental health services to help people get to the root of their trauma that, might be leading them to substance abuse. That's just my personal opinion.
I think that's part of it too, because then these addicts can come to places and also get help. But like they said, it hasn't increased drug use. And they said once that place Insight opened in Canada in 2003, they have not experienced one overdose the entire time they've been in operation.
Well, this ain't Canada. Let's see how it plays out. And by the way, this program has been around. It's not like this is something new, by the way.
Yeah, some cities do this already. Mm-hmm. And countries.
It just sounds wild. And it's easy to attack Democrats on this because this is an administration that hasn't done anything for black people. So being that it hasn't done anything for black people, but it has the distribution of crack pipes under their advanced racial equity funding, that looks crazy.
All right.
That's just terrible messaging.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051 if you need to vent. Phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Josh from South Carolina.
Josh,
What's happening, my brother?
What's going on, man? Listen, this grant, this bill, man. I've got two uncles that are hooked on drugs, and we've tried everything. They've been to rehab. They've done everything, and if they want to smoke, they're gonna smoke. If they want to get high, they're gonna get high. To stop all of this, take that money and put it somewhere that's needed, and let natural selection take its place.
So you're saying let them die?
So you don't think they should have testing spots and things like that? Put the money towards that?
Nah. They're gonna get high. But the whole ordeal was to make sure that we try to help them get off of it, right?
Yep.
They're not gonna get off until they're ready to get off, and when they're ready to get off, then they'll get off by either going to rehab themselves or just stop.
Right.
So
I've got an uncle that's been a crackhead for 20 plus years. So he's not gonna stop until he's ready to stop.
So basically, Josh, you're saying you don't want your taxpaying dollars going towards funds like this, is what you're saying?
Definitely not. Not when my wife is trying to start a daycare and we are having so many problems just trying to get into a building, get a loan, whatever, you know what I mean, to try to get something started that's going to help the community. We're going to give stuff to this.
Totally understand. I totally understand.
I agree.
I totally understand.
That's exactly what you're saying.
You're a taxpaying citizen. You have the right to express that opinion.
Hello, who's this?
This is Ryan, man, from Hackensack. What's good?
Ryan,
what
what's
up, Ryan?
From
the sack.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, I actually just wanted to get something off my chest. Y'all heard what y'all was talking about with that, the funded with the drugs and the rehab program?
Yep.
What messed me up, though, was why they haven't federally legalized marijuana yet.
Very true. That was one of the campaign promises that hasn't been fulfilled. Well, not really. He always said he wanted to decriminalize it. He never said he wanted to legalize it.
But see, that don't even make any sense because you actually have it for medical purpose, and everybody's smoking it anyway. So
I agree.
As well just legalize it.
I agree with you legalizing, but they also got to help minorities get some of these licenses. I mean, they did a story yesterday that said New Jersey hasn't licensed any black owners since they legalized marijuana. And they put, and it's very difficult to get licenses.
The money, it seems like they always trying to stop minorities from.
You already know.
No, it's very difficult. But and then if they allow it, then you have to have the liquid, to do it, and so it's very difficult.
Man, see, look, that's the wild thing to me because you know what, you can literally get a bunch of us together and make that happen, and now you got that generational wealth. But,
but the problem is you got to get the license.
Shout out to my book, y'all.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Brother.
I'm on the Amazon platform. It's called Angels Rise, Death and Justice. Two things you can't escape from.
Okay, brother.
I also think they don't want to legalize marijuana federally, man, because you know how many people you would have to let out of jail? Because that would be the next thing, right? Like, there's no way you could legalize marijuana all throughout the country and have people still doing life sentences for marijuana. That's just cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I would tell people that if you're interested in getting a license, definitely look into it now. Fill out the application. There's things that you have to do if you're a minority woman. There's grants and situations for you. So definitely look into it no matter what state you at. A lot of them have cultivating licenses. A lot of them have dispensary licenses. Fill them both out. Like, go to the site, fill them out. Let them tell you no. I mean, you never know. You might be able to get passed. And like the brother just called and says, maybe you can get together with a couple of other sisters and brothers and put your funds together. But we have to start owning it. The crazy part is we talk about all this weed and brothers and sisters have been locked up, but not too many of us own licenses. And we have to change that. So please, I beg you, go to your local sites, look it up, see what information you need. And if you have been arrested for weed or you went to jail for weed, you have a better shot than a lot of other people. So don't think that you don't. You have a better shot. So please look it up. As you see, I've been doing my homework and I got a couple of plays in the working. But please look it up. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Byron.
Byron, good morning.
Byron!
Oh, no. Charlamagne, you're too old for that.
Get it off your chest, Byron.
Hey, listen, I want to honestly just tell my wife I love her. And I know I've been doing some dumb shit, excuse me. Some dumb things.
Wow.
But I'm getting better. I'm doing my best to get better. I'm getting better. I'm not doing my best. I'm doing it.
What's the dumb things you've been doing, brother?
You know, I was immature.
You was cheating? Byron, were you cheating?
Yes, I was, but I'm not no more.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing the best thing I can. Angela, I met you in the Dave Chappelle show. Remember, I had you up in the middle of the floor for like an hour.
You was in there cheating?
No.
Oh no, he was talking to me. He was talking to me about his wife and the issues that they were having.
You had your wife with you?
Yeah.
She was.
No, I don't got it with me now.
I'm talking about the Dave Chappelle show.
No, I was with the guard, Rakim.
Oh, you was with Rakim?
Yeah, he was with Rakim. Mm-hmm.
How does Rakim feel about hanging out with a cheater? He supposed to follow. Rakim said follow the leader, not follow the cheater.
You know, we had a long conversation about that. But
how old are you, King? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 46.
Remember you told me I was too old to say Byron. You too old to be cheating, King. Give it up, man. I'm telling you, your life would be a whole lot better. I'm not even joking to you. Remember when Celie in Color Purple held her finger up and said, ain't no good gonna come to you until you do right by me? I promise you, when you start doing what right by your wife, your life will change. I am a testament.
Because I've been doing right, and I've been feeling better. I've been feeling a lot better, and I've been doing right. And
how long you been clean? How long you been clean? Give me a number. How long?
I've been clean for like 8 months now.
Pah, rookie. I'm not going to judge you, though.
No, he's starting. He's starting. You got to start somewhere.
Listen, it's one day at a time.
That's right.
That's right. But it's I promise you, it's not hard at all.
Your life will be way better, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be way better. It's definitely
yes, sir.
Be way better.
We support you, King.
Can I get some books, man?
Man, I definitely got to send you something. You need to get the Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health by Dr. Rita Walker, and I'm gonna send Anita Kopak Shallow Waters for your wife, man.
Thank you so much.
I got
you so much.
All right, brother. You know what? I talk about all that in my book, Real Life, Real Love, that I got coming out with my wife. We talk about everything from insecurities, cheating, forgiveness, and all that. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Jay.
What up, Jay?
What up, Jay? Get it off your chest.
Oh, man, I'm really on the Breakfast Club. Hey, listen, I got two things I want to say real quick. Can we please get a versus Cash Money versus No Limit?
I mean, that would
be phenomenal.
They both got to be in the right position to do it, the right
I would love that.
Maybe they're saying that he don't want to do it because certain people don't get along with his crew from Master P crew, but that versus needs to happen.
Listen, man, it's hard for me to hear people say, you don't get along after we saw Gucci Mane and Jeezy. If Gucci Mane and Jeezy can get on that stage, it's hope for anybody, except for maybe 50 and Ja Rule.
Second thing, this is for everybody in the world, because I love y'all and I listen to y'all faithfully every morning. Charlamagne, you got a pencil with you?
No, but I got my laptop. What you want me to do?
Okay, I want you to write down the word COVID as an acronym, right? I saw this on Instagram. It blew my mind.
COVID as an acronym?
As an acronym. Like,
okay, I got you. All right, what is it?
Okay. The C stands for Corona. Right?
Corona?
Corona, he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
O stands for Omicron, right?
Omicron, yeah.
Omicron.
Yeah, Omicron. Okay.
V is vaccine.
V is variant.
Variant, okay.
I is the other one.
I is the other one. What you mean the other one?
What do you mean the other one?
IHS or whatever.
IMU, okay.
IHU, okay.
You already know what the D stands for.
Delta.
Is that not weird?
I think y'all niggas got too much time on y'all hands.
Way too much time, man.
You can make. I mean, you can make I get it. You can make an acronym out of anything, but I get it. I mean, that's a good one, I guess.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. If that D don't stand for variant or whatever, if the next COVID come out and start with a V, you gotta be like, what the hell?
All right,
bro.
All right, my brother. I get it.
We could put together some things, boy. We start thinking about some things. We could connect some dots.
Cream is still the greatest acronym of all time, though.
Cash rules everything around.
That's right.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and let's talk about Julia Fox, Kanye's girlfriend. She's talking about foursomes.
All right, we'll get into it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Kanye West.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, Kanye West, are y'all ready? And do you think Donda 2 is really going to be coming out in just a couple of weeks? Well, it looks like he's had some festivities surrounding this. They're saying that there was a listening party that just took place, and that happened earlier this week. So they said it was at Nobu in Malibu. And Travis Scott was amongst the people that actually attended. They said Offset, French Montana stopped by as well. And so perhaps this is really going to come out on time. What do y'all think? If you were a betting person, what would you say?
What I would say is Pusha T album. Pusha Terrence. Pusha T. That's what I want. Okay.
I think it's going to come out on time.
Right.
I think it's going to come out on 2/2.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Pusha Terrence.
Lil Durk's album's coming out that day, too. Shout out to Durk.
Yes, Lil Durk said his album's coming out the same day, so let's get it. All right, now Kanye also recently gave a speech about the power of the black dollar, and he's doing this whole Black Future Month. And so they said it was given in the same space that his Sunday service choir has been frequenting in recent months. And he said, America is made to enslave us. What they ever gave us, we done proved, we done showed. It's documented. Now it's cemented. Black future. It's time to invent it. If Ye said it, you know that he meant it. There's no more Black History Month. Every February reminding us that we can just barely vote. You shouldn't have to be a tech genius, a basketball god, a musical wizard to be able to hold down your family. And so, yes, it's Black Future Month for Kanye.
Which slavery are you talking about? Slavery, or the one he said was a choice? Which one is he talking about here? I just want to make sure I'm clear.
And then he's talking about Black history. He said, who wrote that history for us? They beat down ideas that will keep you enslaved mentally. They target you. They put you in that box to control your mind and to make you fearful. I just don't have no fear left in me. All I got is love. And he said, our $44 million is worth $1.8 trillion. That means the black dollar is neck and neck with the biggest company in the world, which is Apple. And more focused, the black dollar will be the biggest company in the world.
Why do we act like our ancestors just laid down and took whatever they was given? That's just not true. That's just historically inaccurate. There's plenty of stories, historical stories about slaves, enslaved fighting back. I don't understand why we push that narrative.
Then he also said that the Yeezy brand is the only 100% black-owned brand that is cultural.
Huh?
In the speech. So it was a full 6 minutes if you want to try to find the whole thing.
From Haiti to Nat Turner to Denmark, BC, like the enslaved fought back, whatever. Okay. All right.
In the meantime, he is dating Julia Fox. And so she was on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Right? She's a white woman, right? She is a white woman. I'm just going to make sure I'm not 100%
Oh my God,
positive.
man.
Is she a white woman?
I'm not going to lie. It's been the worst Black History Month in a long time, bro. It's only 9. It has not been a good Black
We got crack pipes.
I mean, God damn, bro. All right.
Now, according to a new report, they are in an open relationship, and she does like to do swapping and all those types of things. So here's what she had to say.
They need to know that they will never be worthy to have that. Like the they'll never be good enough for the torture room. Kiss my feet. I could smother them, maybe sit on their face, like with my panties, but they'll never, ever be good enough for my vagina. I'm into like weirdly like partner like swapping and then like watching or something.
So like foursomes.
Yeah.
Why that music? What is happening?
There's a trailer.
A trailer for what?
It's a trailer
podcast?
for the episode.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
Call Her Daddy.
Hey, we'll call her Daddy Big.
So she said smothering and what else? So she meant swapping. She didn't mean swapping spit. She meant swapping partners.
Man, why do y'all care?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
So there you have it. And then as far as concerns about Kanye wanting Kim Kardashian back, she said that there's still some residual feelings and that's normal. It's human. She said, I also know that he's with me now and that's all that matters.
Was he with somebody else?
All right.
The other day?
What are y'all talking
Yeah, I guess they have an open relationship.
Oh. Well, if they like it, we love it. Not really.
I don't care, but damn about it.
Well, that is your rumor report.
There's a lot going on.
Not really. I'm sitting here lighting my Palo Santo, enjoying life. Life is good.
Why don't you get a lighter? Now we got front page news. What are we talking about?
Yes, let's talk about this alleged $4.5 billion cryptocurrency laundering scheme. A couple was arrested in Manhattan for this.
Oh, boy. All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
The General Insurance is a quality insurance company that has been saving people money for nearly 60 years. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy, and you should take a closer look at The General. Call 800-GENERAL or visit thegeneral.com. The General Auto Insurance Services, Inc., an insurance agency, Nashville, Tennessee. Some restrictions apply. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get some front page news. Now, the Boston Celtics beat the Nets last night, 126-91. That's their 9th straight loss, but their 3 starters are out. They play the Wizards on Thursday, so they have 9 straight losses. Now, what else we got, Yeezy?
All right, well, let's talk about this $4.5 billion cryptocurrency laundering scheme. A couple was arrested, a married couple, and this was yesterday in Manhattan. They were allegedly trying to launder that cryptocurrency that they stole during a massive 2016 hack. So that is Ilya Lichtenstein and his rapper wife, Heather Morgan. They're accused of conspiring to wash the proceeds of that Bitcoin that was looted when a hacker breached the systems of virtual currency exchange Bitfinex. So they transferred this to a digital wallet, allegedly, and then they moved the funds to their account. All different kinds of things. They moved the funds to their accounts with a complicated money laundering process. They spent the legal proceeds on things like gold, NFTs, and they bought a $500 Walmart gift card.
So I'm confused. What were they doing wrong? I don't know. I'm just asking.
They stole the money. They stole the cryptocurrency during a breach. It was hacked. It wasn't their money.
I thought everybody was stealing current cryptocurrency. But all right, go ahead. Continue on.
You said everybody steals it?
It seems like it's all a scam to me. This is just me, honestly. But go ahead.
What? All right. Well, yes. So the 2 of them have been arrested.
You're not the first person I heard to say
charged
that.
with conspiring.
I don't know anything about it.
The whole thing is a scam?
No, I mean, I've heard people say that. I mean, but people feel like, it's just like anything else. It's like, you invest a little bit in it and see which one is going to stand the test of time. But there have been...
invested early...
There have been Bitcoin...
Ponzi scams?
Ponzi schemes, yeah.
There's a lot of people that they just create coins and they create a hype, and then people invest in it, and then they take their money out, and the people that... take their money out first win, and the people that have their money in the last lose.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the whole field is a scam.
I didn't say the whole field, but that's what I hear about.
That's cryptocurrency, not Bitcoin is coin. So you're saying people create their own type of cryptocurrency because you can't create your own Bitcoin.
It's above my pay grade.
Okay. All right, now Peloton has offered employees who got laid off, and a lot of those employees didn't find out that they were laid off until they saw a memo, until they saw a news report about it, and then they went to go check because 20% of the staff was laid off. And they offered them 12 months of free exercise classes with Peloton.
You fire them and
can you imagine
free
getting
classes? That's wild.
Laid off. Those classes do cost $40 a month. All right, but they did get cash severance payments as well as extended health care coverage and some help finding new jobs. But they did cut out 20% of the corporate workforce, and people were freaking out, wondering if they were on the layoff list once they read about the reports in the news. So they'll still be able to take their classes from their favorite Peloton instructors, fortunately. Another thing that they were upset about was the CEO, because he recently just bought a mansion. And so, things like that happen, and people are like, okay, you just spent $55 million on a mansion in the Hamptons in December, and then we're all getting laid off. But I guess your money, you can do what you want with it, right?
I would see why people would be upset, just a little bit.
Yeah. All right, well, that is your front page news.
Does anybody in here have a Peloton? I want to get one. I've been hearing so many great things about a Peloton. I ride outside, but I would love to ride inside.
I have a Nordic track bike.
I hate you, man. I hate you. All right. When we come back, the founder of Butter Skincare Products will be joining us, Dorian Renaud. So we'll talk to him when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Dorian Renaud, founder of Butter.
What up?
He was telling us behind the scenes that he met Yee in a club and got kicked out.
Well, no, we were in Vegas for the Michael Jackson show. And
like his 60th birthday party.
Yeah, it was
Usher
his 60th
was performing.
birthday. And we were outside.
Yep.
It was like a little after party that was very exclusive. I remember Angela Bassett.
I got kicked out in front of Angela Bassett, and she gave me like the face like, wow.
They didn't give you a chance? Like a shot? Usually like, you just put it out?
No, they came with security. I was smoking weed, and they put me out. Because in Vegas, you can't smoke on the property.
On the property.
They escorted me to the street.
Which is crazy because weed is legal in Vegas. Like
now,
you can go to any store and buy weed.
I know. There's like a huge place. This was years ago though. And they like flew everybody, especially for Michael Jackson's thing, and Usher performed. I got kicked out in the middle of his performance, man. It was embarrassing.
Damn it, man.
You a black man with your own skincare business during Black History Month, and these two
Yes.
Start off talking about
know,
you
man.
getting kicked out of a
But you know what though? Hey, but you know what?
Start the interview.
I live in California, and it helps me. And, you know, it helps me with my business, too. But that was how we met, though. It's the truth. It was fun. It's fun. So I don't hide that.
Now, let's talk about
that. Could have been 15 minutes in.
I know, but then, you know, that's how we was reacquainting with each other, yeah.
So let's talk about butter.
Yeah, let's talk about butter.
and you're the founder of it. So how did this come to fruition?
Man, so, I mean, I always had, like, some problematic skin, dark spots, hyperpigmentation, all of that. And then, you know, getting in front of the camera so young, they would put makeup on, take it off, and then I was like super insecure, you know, spending money I didn't have when I first moved to LA on all these procedures. And then I would go into department stores and I really couldn't find anything that was like for our skin, you know, and I didn't know that we needed certain ingredients and sunscreens and things like that. And so I went on a limb, I should say, and started it, and I was just hoping to sell a little bit, and now we are like the #1 black skincare company in the world. And
congrats.
I mean, 3.5 years later, I can't believe it still.
You say you just created it. How did you create it? Were you at home mixing stuff? How did that come about?
I was Instagram modeling for a line overseas. I was getting into all my celebrity friends. And I asked them, I said, can we do a collab? And, you know, because my name wasn't on it. They were posting it. And they said, no, we're not making any money off of you. So the manufacturer of them hit me up and they said, I want to meet with you.
Even better.
And I said, well, the people said I wasn't making any money with them. He goes, I actually want to meet with you because you were making them a lot of money.
Wow.
I'm bringing it in. And I had kind of been hosting parties at like skincare events and giving away free stuff. And I started with him, my business partner, and 5 months later, man, butter was here. I was in the lab in the middle of Florida with the chemist working on formulas and really like being in college while kind of doing a job, launching it and learning at the same time, studying and coming here to New York and setting up booths at conventions and going to Vegas and setting up conventions and booths. And I'd already been on television, so I just would set up a TV screen of like all the stuff I did, and then I was like the only black person at most of those conventions. So they came over, and I got HSN first, and in the pandemic, I mean, the business
everybody was
just everybody was
just think about that. If that company wouldn't have been hating, they could have actually did that partnership
for real
and made some money. If they wouldn't have lied to you, that could have actually been beneficial. You ended up getting a better situation.
Absolutely, a way better situation.
A lot of men don't take care of their skin the way that women do. Like I use specific products, and for myself, like even with my boyfriend, I have to get him products, tell him use this, tell him use that, because they'll just use soap.
Yeah, you can't wash your face with the same thing you wash your ass with. And I really was, the reason why I really started was because brothers was hitting me in my DMs like, man, your skin looks good. And they were like embarrassed. And I'm like, what's up with this like demasculating energy when it comes down to taking care of your skin and taking care of yourself? You know what I'm saying? And so that really inspired me to do it. And especially with the packaging, it's unisex, it's for everybody. And our shea butter comes directly from Ghana, Africa. And I got the routine just by modeling in New York, using a gentle cleanser, some vitamin C serum I couldn't afford, and some shea butter off the streets of Harlem. And I would melt it down and put it on my face. And it cleared my skin up. So everybody was like, what are you doing? And so, I found a space in beauty. And I never thought I'd be in beauty because you don't think of a black man when you get into that business. It's a lot. And I wasn't welcomed in the best because of that, with some people, some editors and things like that. And I'm not an esthetician. And so they were like, so you don't have expertise? I'm like, look, I'm a skincare lover, not an expert. I just want to give people what we need and what we need for our skin. I mean, that's been a struggle.
So you didn't do anything else? Because, I used to have really bad hyperpigmentation and skin discoloration and stuff, but I got a dermatologist named Dr. Natasha Sandy, and she has products, but I did the chemical peels and
me too.
The laser,
microdermabrasion, all of that.
I did all.
Dude, I was doing microdermabrasion in the back of a nail salon in high school to get dark spots off my face because it was the only place. I'm from Beaumont, Texas. It was a small city. It was the only place. I'm looking up online. I found microdermabrasion. I tried microneedling. The vampire facial, all of that, but it was the product.
You did that? How was that?
Man, yeah, and I'm scared of pain.
I want to do that.
It wasn't that bad. It was, I let them talk me into it, but I mean, it was trying to really achieve, I guess perfection. I started acting, started hosting for Extra, and so I saw Mario Lopez. He was looking good. He made me go get my teeth done. And then all that. You start seeing yourself differently, man. And then I realized, like, I just want people to feel confident about their skin. You got a pimple, you got something, a blemish. It messes up your day sometimes. It can alter how you feel about yourself. So
diet.
And diet.
Yeah,
diet
is
important.
inside out.
Plenty of water.
Yep. Plenty of water.
Hydrating.
Yes. Hydrating.
And you have the tea tree oil.
Tea tree scrub.
Yes, I love that one.
Thank you.
So you said vitamin C is really important for you.
Vitamin C is great. It's for brightening. It's for hydrating. It's for getting all of those antioxidants. It protects your skin, works with the sun. It's great. And I feel like black people didn't really know about serums as much. I mean, maybe you do because, we dealt with trying to get our skin right. So we go to dermatologists to tell you to try these things. But I wanted to give them something simple that they could go to the counter of a store. I mean, I didn't know we'd be in Macy's and Bloomingdale's and stuff when I first started, but I wanted it to be simple, easy, efficient, and affordable.
How difficult was it to get into those stores?
Well, I mean, let's be honest about that whole taking black products thing. If you're gonna pledge a percentage of your shelf life, just know that's gonna cost a lot of money to go into those stores. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have the funding to go into those stores, then you face a problem because we have a problem getting money sometimes, right? As far as butter went, it wasn't easy. I'm a man. I was 30 at the time. They were like, what do you know about skincare? So I had to prove myself. I was also an actor and on television, so I had to dive into a new space and get rejected a lot. But I kept hustling, grinding. The community is really what pumped it, and then when the pandemic hit, that's when everybody really wanted to take care of their skin. And because we were able to get them products and other people couldn't, I think that definitely helped. And I mean, it's good.
Now let's talk about Beyonce, because Beyonce also co-signed butter. So how did that change things?
Man, she changed it for me. I've been fortunate enough to know her and her family for years. I'm from Texas. And, she posted it at a time when I was fighting for my company.
What made her post? Did you know them? Did you ask them to post? Or?
Nah, she organically supported, and then they put an article
other black
out.
Companies too, but that
but
so she was just praying.
You prayed to God.
Yeah, she came at the right time, and then they put a separate article out in InStyle. I didn't even know about it, and nothing goes by them without knowing. So I just thought it was dope that she would co-sign my brand before anybody else. She don't do that.
Right.
I mean,
That's dope.
That was a blessing. And
beehive.
It's crazy. I saw that they said the searches went up for it like 1,300% once Beyonce posted it.
Yes, now I'm gonna have to write Beyonce a check because
she did.
They did.
Goodness her heart.
They did. Yeah. She did.
All right, we got more with Dorian Renown. When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Dorian Renown. Charlamagne?
And you got a partnership with a Carrie Champion's Brown Girls Dream organization, right?
Yeah, we worked with Carrie recently. Love her. Interviewed her for our new show Beyond the Surface, and we donated to her charity. Work with her. We work with a lot of different charities to give back, and we have Butter Cares, and so we do all we can, man. I mean, that's important. We got to teach the young black men at a certain age to groom yourself.
And you want to start early. You don't want to wait till your skin is a problem to try to have to fix it.
It's preventative too. I mean, the more you do right now, the more you stay looking like you are.
I think a lot of people don't even know it's a problem though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can have skin discoloration, hyperpigmentation, and think that's just normal.
Yep.
Because people around you got it too.
We see it. I mean, our uncles got dark spots on their face, and we think that that's normal. Yeah, ingrown hairs. We got something coming for that too. That's incredible. And for a while, I guess we just felt like this was what was dealt to us. This is the skin that was dealt to us. And so that's what I really want to do at Butter. And I think that we're doing a good job. We listen to people and we create products that they ask for and really that I need. I mean, I fill up my bathroom first, and that's how I started with the products, and I start asking everybody else what they need for their skin. So I'm happy that it's really been working. The reviews are crazy.
I love the products. I use them already. So
you do?
There's a charcoal mask that you have, and I like that because it's also easy to travel with.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
I heard College Hill is coming back.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Are you part of it? Are you part of the reboot?
I ain't got a call yet.
Let's put it out there. Maybe there's still time.
Yo, Tracy.
Well, listen, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know if I would even go back that route because I was 19 years old. I was put in a situation. that I probably didn't really want to be in at that time. I flunked out of school, to be honest. I swear I've never told nobody this.
Mm-hmm.
I did College Hill, and because of the production schedule, I flunked out of school.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to school, I was made a mockery with the cameras. And so that was kind of hard to deal with. And then the schools weren't really happy with us doing that show. You know, they asked us not to say the names of the school on the show. And so it put me in a weird place when I finished doing the show, because I went back to the school and they're all like, we told you not to do that show. They fight on that show. And, you know, I was told that it was going to be something totally different. Then when I watched it, I was like, and so now that they're rebooting it, you know, you don't want to watch yourself 12 years ago. You know that they're going to want to rerun the old stuff, right? And even though I like to look at some parts, it's nostalgic for me. I just feel like the show don't really stand the test of time as far as some of the stuff that was going on there. You know, I was 19.
You've healed. I'm sure you've healed from a lot of that trauma, though, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. Like, you know, as you grow through life, you heal. But I mean, that was my mental health took a big hit after that.
Absolutely.
I mean, you do a show
at 19.
19 years old. You know.
And then flunking out.
You know.
It can re-trigger a lot of things for you.
Right.
And so I often was ashamed of it. So I went from going from Dorian Stanberry to Dorian Renaud, which is my first and middle name, because I will audition. They'd be like, oh, here come the dude from College Hill again. But, you know, I loved them for what they did for me. I loved going to Clark Atlanta University. That was amazing. But when I look back at my age, you know, and contracts and some of those things, I would have done it differently. And so I think reality TV just changed so much back then. They can get you to just
yeah.
I'm not telling you nothing that your therapist hasn't told you, but you got to give every part of your life grace. You got to give every version of yourself grace. Like, you was doing the best you could with what you had at 19. Like,
absolutely.
You can't. It's easy to go back after you're 30-something years old and like, I should have did this when I was 19. You didn't have the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. You got to give yourself grace, man.
Yeah, I do give myself grace, especially for that era. I mean, you know, looking back as a young man, I'm looking back like, oh man, you didn't know. But I say this, you know. Contracts. You still got to teach young people about contracts, what they getting themselves into. So I give myself grace for the actions. But, you know, as far as business side of things went after that, it was kind of difficult for me to rebuild. But it helped me learn a lot about the industry. At an early age, man. I was learning a lot, you know, and it gave me exposure. So even though some of it was
bad. You get paid when it comes on now?
No.
Contracts.
Nah, I didn't really get paid when it came on in.
Really?
Mm-mm.
How much did they pay, if you don't mind us asking?
Per diem?
I got paid $150 a week.
Whoa.
Goodness gracious.
That's not even per diem.
God damn, BT.
God
damn. You only got $150.
And then they had you working on a production schedule that was crazy.
They said, yo, I remember being held out of school. So we would argue on purpose so we can go to school, because one of the producers said to me, you filming a TV show, this is a job. You know, you're not at school. And I said, well, why am I not getting paid for a job? I mean, we can have our phones, we can have our credit cards, nothing. Like, they almost stripped us from our identity. And so we could, you know, be in the house and argue with each other. And they took us to London for 2 weeks. That's when I flunked out. I was like, London or school. I did pick London, so that was on me. But yeah, I mean, it was a reality show. You know what I'm saying?
But to have no regard for these students and them actually being able to do their work and graduate from school and get compensated. That's
well,
insane.
I was pretty much like, me and this other chick was like the only two people like in school, like full-time students, right?
Okay.
So everybody else was either taking classes online or whatever.
Full-time actors.
Yeah, I mean, when I got in the house, I was like, what school y'all go to? I ain't never seen you around. And then I realized, I was like, okay, this is a show. I mean, listen, I loved working with some of the producers, Tiffany Lee Williams. I know that's one of your friends. Like, that's family. People like her made it great for me, and they've looked out for me after College Hill. But I wasn't expecting nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? I actually wanted to be on Making a Band. I was supposed to be on that, and then the casting director was like, I got something better for you. I have a different thing. And I was like, oh man, I was trying to sing, and I remember seeing the Making a Band dudes that like ripped the runway and stuff. I was like, damn it, I should have did that. But now I'm glad I did this, you know what I'm saying? Because so many people tell me they went to HBCUs after seeing that show, and now that they rebooting it, you know, I'm sure more people will be going to, and the importance of HBCUs is great. You know, even though I didn't graduate, I still consider myself, you know, an alumni of Clark Atlanta because it was really about the networking. You know, and but
you ever
after
think about going back and getting your degree?
nah. Nah, especially after I just paid them student loans off. Like, to be honest, like I got a degree in life, and you know what? Maybe you got me thinking. Maybe that would be something cool to do. You know, just because I feel like my college experience was kind of ripped away from me after I did that show.
Classes online now because you ain't gonna go to Atlanta and live there.
No, absolutely not.
You can also take your time, you know, you don't got to do it like full time.
But then here's the deal. I don't really care.
I know.
Like, I don't care to graduate. Real talk. Like, let's normalize that too, because I went to school and made great connections, but dead ass, like, I don't need a degree. You know, like, I have a career on my own, but I encourage people that want to go to college that they need to do something for college. Like, I took broadcasting class, all of that stuff, but y'all know that. Y'all learn what y'all do interning and really being here. And so I learned, you know, kind of like moving to LA at 20 and really learning about the industry.
I never went to college. I think you should take a couple of years off before you go to college. And reason being is, you know, I graduated from Hampton, but I think about it now, and there's so many like I went to school to pass, not to learn.
Yeah, me too.
And that's the problem. But now I'm thinking about like, damn, I should have took that class seriously. These are things I should have took seriously. But I wish I'd have took a time off to figure myself out and then go back to school and figure it out. You know?
I'm glad I went right away because I don't think I would have went if I didn't. Because you get caught up in life and then you'd be like,
I'm glad I didn't go.
You didn't go?
I didn't go to college at all.
I mean, listen, I went to school in Atlanta, so it was like college, but I mean, it was concerts on campus. You know, I was filming a reality show while I was in school. Everybody was trying to be a singer, be in the entertainment industry. So I think we all just went to Atlanta to go to Clark just to be in the space of other creatives. So that's what I loved about being at Clark.
Now, cool. I do wonder how much where the exception and not the rule, though. Like, I don't know what the stats are for people who, you know, went to college and end up having the career of their dreams as opposed to those who don't. I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
You know? So
I mean, I always wanted to be an entertainer, but I quit because I was failing, number one. But I felt like if I had gotten my degree, my dad was going to make me get a job after I got out of college. So I wanted to just take a risk on myself. And so, I quit school. And
what did your parents say when you quit?
Well, I ain't tell them right away. I had a scholarship, too, track scholarship. And my dad was like, "What you want for Christmas, son?" I was like, "I want you to ship my car to LA." He was like, "For what?" I was like, "Yeah, I moved last month during Thanksgiving break. I was hosting parties on a weekend from College Hill, right? Saved up some money and then moved to LA. And it was no Instagram, no nothing. So I had to hit the ground running, get an agent, you know, the hustle, like the real hustle of being there, moving there 12 years ago. So, yeah, but I had a lot of friends in the industry. When I got to LA, I realized that the other young famous people or those entertainment kids, they thought I was somebody. And so I linked up with them, learned what I could learn, and, you know, worked my way up.
All right. Well, Dorian, we appreciate you for joining us. And thank you for the packages. You sent us all
No problem, man.
Yes, I love butter.
Thank you.
My butter lotion right here.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right. Well, it's Dorian Renard, the founder of Butter, and it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right.
Shut up.
What's up with you, my G?
That's what you should just do. All right?
Morning,
Has
everybody.
the week not taught you that it's okay to just shut up sometimes?
It's DJ, MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning!
Salute to Dorian, though. Dorian does have amazing skin. So if you use butter products out there, you know, like I told him, you're your own best billboard, right?
You flirting a little bit.
I was not. Man, shut up.
You just testing the waters.
What? Giving a man. First of all, I love skin. You know I'm a skin guy. Drop on the clues bombs for Dr. Natasha Sandy.
I know you do.
Okay, my dermatologist. All right, I am a chemical peel, laser type of guy. Right? I use products every morning. I exfoliate. Okay.
But I do encourage people who just wash their face with soap. Don't do that. Use things that are specifically for your skin, and you got to start those habits ASAP if you don't do it.
Yeah, you can get products like butter, but you know you can go get Neutrogena. Neutrogena is a good one. You know what I mean? I use Dr. Sandy's exfoliating cream.
There's a couple. You use what's best for your skin. Everybody's skin is different. Everybody's skin.
What do you use?
And sometimes you gotta try different things to see what works.
When you got all the Beijing on your face, right? Like, what do you?
I don't have Beijing.
Listen, there's no need to lie.
I don't have any Beijing.
Could you stop?
I don't have any Beijing.
It's Black History Month. Why should you lie? You shouldn't lie during Black History Month.
I don't have any Beijing.
But when you have the Beijing on your face, when you put the exfoliating stuff on it, does it like scrub it off and then you gotta like dye it back? Like, how does that work?
Well, for people that do use dye, they don't use Beijing. Well, I don't know who uses Beijing, but it doesn't matter.
You
can
use
wash
just
it.
for men.
It just
for men.
It grows out. But anyway, I use Cetaphil to wash my face. That's what I
So
start
when
with
you
in the
put
morning.
Cetaphil, that's a good gentle cleanser. So when you put the Cetaphil on your face, do you put the dye on first, or do you wash your face then put the dye on? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like when you, that's all I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I don't know what dye or who you've been talking to, but when you wash your face, nothing comes off because it's not Beijing.
Well, whoever Envy's painter is, salute to you. The last painter he had was doing a terrible job. This painter, he's blending it in right with your face. He is.
I don't use Beijing.
The painter you got now is way better than the painter you had before.
Yeah, hater, bro.
You should recommend him. Is that the same person that you
Envy
use to
does it
paint
himself.
houses?
What?
Huh?
He does it himself.
Envy uses the same person to paint houses when he's renovating houses to paint his beard. But I like the new painter's good.
Now you know if that was the case, boy, I would open up a shop and my painters would be painting everybody's face, but that's not the case.
We don't know if that's the case. We don't know if that's the case.
What were you giving? Well, I was gonna say what you giving your dog to. We got rumors coming up.
So
yes,
frazzled.
and let's talk more Joe Rogan controversy. India Arie is saying she does not think that Joe Rogan is racist. She explains her reasons on Good Morning America for taking her podcast and her music off of Spotify.
All right, we'll get to it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's time. She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, India Arie is one person who has taken her music and her podcast off of Spotify, and she had some things to say about Joe Rogan. I thought it was very thoughtful on the things that she had to say. Now, first she weighed in on Joe Rogan's apology.
I think he did well with his apology. I also found some of it disingenuous because everyone on the planet knows that that word is loaded, and that's why most people say the N-word when referring to the word. You can be edgy, you can be a comedian, you can push the envelope, but also you must deal with the consequences of the language. But he's not being canceled, censored, and I have not called him racist. What I'm sitting with here is that I think he didn't see it as racist.
So she's not calling him racist?
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, she's saying that she never used that word. Here's more on what she said about calling Joe Rogan a racist.
I never called him a racist. What I did in the curation of my space is say, I don't like this here. I don't want to be here. Anyone who saw those videos and decided for themselves if he was racist or not, that's their perception.
She also went on to say that she does not believe in cancel culture.
I don't believe in cancel culture. What I know is that people garner love or hate based on how they act. And the reason why I don't believe in cancel culture is because no one is universally loved or hated. Joe Rogan can leave Spotify today and someone else will want him. No, you can't cancel. You can't actually cancel someone. You can curate a space. So again, this is not about cancel culture. It's about curation.
Dropping the clues bombs for India Arie. I agree with her 100%. 100%. I don't believe in censorship.
Well, she also talks about censorship specifically. Here's what she had to say.
The writer Roxane Gay brought something to light for me that I want to make sure that I express. People who are talking about censorship and censoring of him, censorship is being at the threat of loss of life or freedom for your words. No one's being censored here. She said, this is not censorship, this is about curation. And so Spotify is making a choice about the space they choose to curate. I and other creators are making choices about the space we want to curate. I don't believe in censorship. No one's being censored here.
Dropping the clues bombs for India Arie and Roxane Gay. I agree with her.
Super thoughtful. I hope this makes her numbers go up for her podcast because I enjoyed listening to what she had to say.
Well, I don't believe in censorship. I believe in curation, like she said. And yes, we can all curate what it is we listen to. If you don't like Rogan, if you think he's racist, don't listen anymore. And that goes for anything you don't like. Because when you make all this noise about something, I always wonder, what's the end game? That's what I've been wondering all week. What's the end game? Like, what do people want when things like this happen? Because you do know if you holler at Rogan, I'm sure he's down to do whatever to correct this situation, right?
Right, and people are saying, I don't want my I don't want to be on this platform, like she said, and she doesn't want to if she can make that choice. And, she's curated her own space. I have other platforms I can be on, and that's not one of them.
That's her decision. She can feel how she wants to feel. That's her decision. She wants to pull her music, she can pull her music.
You're absolutely right. And I agree with that. We should all curate, our own spaces. But I do feel like it's like, it's like, why cut your nose off to spite your face? Like, you should be heard on that platform as well. That's why Spotify said yesterday.
It's the biggest platform when it comes to music downloading and streaming, correct?
Yes, and she got a podcast too. So it's just like, don't let people run you out of those spaces, because those spaces are not just for one person. You know what I mean? You want a bunch of different, diverse voices, with different ideologies on these platforms. It should be something for everybody.
Well, it feels like she had some other issues with Spotify as well, because I don't think it was just
the
this.
money.
And she did express that too.
Spotify don't
so
be
there was
paying
a lot of
no
different
money.
things that she didn't like, and so because of that, she made her choice. And maybe for her, it's not. She wanted to take a stand, and she says she's been having these issues, and it felt like she couldn't stay quiet anymore.
Well, that's the best thing about owning your music, right? You can pull it when you don't feel comfortable, and she pulled it.
And Spotify.
Now Joe Rogan
should give in diarrhea back for her podcast. She got a podcast, right? Amplify her podcast.
Now Joe Rogan has addressed the situation in Tuesday's episode of his podcast, which, by the way, is exclusively distributed by Spotify. And here is what he said while he had Akash Singh up there with him.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, like, all this is a relief, because it's like, just because that video had always been out there.
Right.
It's like, this is a political hit job. And so they're taking all this stuff that I've ever said that's wrong and smushing it all together.
Right.
But it's good because it makes me address some that I really wish wasn't out there.
And you know why I'm proud of you? Because I think comedians have for years done this immature thing where it's like, we don't apologize. We say whatever we want. You can apologize if you say some wild shit. And we've all said some wild shit. And you apologize and own that it's wrong. Good for you.
You should apologize if you regret something.
That annoying voice you hear is Akash Singh. Drop on the clues bombs for Akash Singh. That annoying voice that I know made y'all skin crawl. That was Akash Singh. Salute to Akash, though.
Wow. Okay.
That's my guy.
Well, that is your rumor reports.
All right.
And I mean, it clearly was some type of hit job. When someone puts all those clips together like that, in that way, with no context, and releases them to the internet like that, it's definitely a hit job. Might be political. Folks don't like some of the people Rogan has on his show, so it could be a hit job. But I would suggest, how about more folks from the left start going on Rogan's show? It's not like he wouldn't have you, but what's happened is they've made him radioactive to the left, so people don't go on the show because they are scared of what folks are going to say about, them being on there. But if you want to give another side to the argument, go on the show and give the other side to the argument. They do that with us here. They be like, oh, y'all don't never have any conservatives on. Y'all don't ever have anybody from the right on. They don't ask to come on. Am I lying?
No. And then when they do, they come. Yo, why you take everything? Everything's not a joke.
What do you? I didn't say nothing, sir. I'm just over here minding my business,
Thank you, Angela Yee.
Ma'am, I'm just over here minding my business.
All right. Don't forget, Ask E, 800-585-1051 is coming up after the donkey. And who you giving your donkey to, man? Everything can't be a joke, man. Everything just can't be a joke.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
That's how I navigate my life.
No, it can't.
All right? Okay, I'll be in therapy laughing to keep from crying. You know who's getting donkey today? Who? Lodge Hulupe.
Who's that?
I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. But it's a bar in Las Vegas, and they need to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with them, okay?
All right. And then after that, of course, is Ask E, 800-585-1051. You can get on the lines now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
If you're a business owner, it can be tough to hire top talent. Woo. But when you post a job on ZipRecruiter, you get qualified candidates sent to you. Then you can easily invite your top choices to apply. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast now to try ZipRecruiter.
Don't be out here acting like a donkey.
Hee-haw, bitch. Hee-haw.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I'm a big boy, I can take it. If he feel I deserve it, ain't no big deal.
I know Charlamagne guy gonna have some funny slick say out his mouth.
If you gotta say something you may not agree with, doesn't mean I'm mean.
Who's getting that donkey?
That donkey. That don't.
Donkey of the day right there.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
You can call me the donkey of the day, but I mean no harm.
Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, February 9th goes to a bar in Las Vegas called the Lodge Halupa. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Do we have a...
Lodwallapike.
Huh?
Lodwallapike.
Huh?
Lodwallapike.
Lod crack what? Holla pipe.
Lodwalla Pike.
Okay, that place.
More crack pipes?
Yeah, let me tell you something. Salute to all of us employed people. Okay, I don't care where you work, what line of work you do, how much money you make. It doesn't matter. Salute to all the employed people. It's a blessing to have a job. Okay, I don't take any of my employment opportunities for granted. I do my job, and I believe I do it well. And I hope you all do too. Okay, I hope you come into your place of employment and give all that you feel you need to give. Okay, listen to what I just said. I hope you go into your place of employment and give all that you feel you need to give. What I mean by that is when you feel like you're doing too much and it's not being reciprocated, ask for more or leave and go somewhere where what you bring to the table is appreciated and compensated properly. What I mean by give all that you feel, okay, you need to give it a job is when you feel like you're giving too much mentally, emotionally, spiritually, take a break. All right, take a break. Self-care is very important, and none of these places of employment are worth your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. That's why boundaries are so important. You have to have boundaries with your job, and your employer should respect said boundaries. That's why I love all these companies that are practicing mindfulness now and giving employees mental health days and things like that. Dropping the clues bombs for all the organizations and institutions that have implemented mindfulness in the workplace. You are appreciated. But I'm saying all that to say, to all employees, under no circumstances should you die for your job, okay? Because your job ain't dying for you. Nope. I promise your job ain't dying for you, all right? So you shouldn't die for your job. When I hear these stories of folks getting robbed at gas stations, convenience stores, sex shops, unless you own the place and you fighting for your establishment, let them people go when you get robbed, all right? Thank God you live to call the police like a normal person and keep it moving. Okay, please, because we want you to live to work another day. And that's exactly what Edward Parker did. See, Edward Parker was working at the, hit the name of the place?
Lodwalla Pike.
Yeah, on December 4th, 2020. All right, Jay-Z's born day and the day Pimp C transitioned. God bless both those brothers and their families. Edward Parker was working at that place, minding his business, making a decent living, and somebody came in to stick the place up. Yes, the gunman came in and told Edward to kneel on the ground, put your hands behind your head, put your left leg in, put your left leg out, put your left leg in, and shake it all about. All right? Clearly, as most folks would, Edward was terrified. Damn near pooped on himself during this ordeal, and the stick-up kid got away with approximately $3,937.35. Thank God Edward is alive and nobody got hurt. Now, what would you expect your employer to do in a situation like that? Okay, bosses at the lodge. Hit the name of the place, right? Bosses
Lodwalla Pike.
Yes, Lodge. There you go. What would you expect those people at Lodge Hollow Pie?
Lodwalla Pike.
Yeah, what would you expect them to do? Okay? Well, never mind what you thought they should do. Let's go to Source 8 News now to find out what they did.
A quiet Friday morning inside the Lodwalla Pike, quickly turning violent when an armed gunman storms in demanding cash. The bartender with his hands up is 42-year-old Edward Parker. Hours after handing over $3,900, Parker says his employer told him he had to pay the money back.
I wasn't thinking right. I just had a gun shoved in my face, and I signed the document.
This document, a signed contract saying $300 would come out of his paycheck until the full amount, $3,937.35, was all paid off.
What was the time between when you were robbed and when you signed that document?
3 to 4 hours, tops.
His attorneys say the lodge coerced him to sign that contract.
It's a demand for repayment for money that was taken from him. It's the most outrageous thing I've ever seen, and it's not right.
Not right is an understatement. Edward Parker, robbed at gunpoint, now suffering from panic attacks and major anxiety, as you can imagine, was forced into a repayment plan? A gun in my face, and that's all you can come up with? Okay? I could have died in your funky ass establishment, and you want me to pay you back? Who and why would ever want to work for a company like that? Am I missing something here? Maybe I'm not a boss enough, because I don't know what kind of boss would lack this kind of emotional intelligence. Where's the empathy for your employee? Because guess what? If Edward would have attempted to be a tough guy and not giving up the money or try to wrestle with the guy to take the gun away, you wouldn't have given him a $4,000 reward. Okay, you wouldn't have compensated him in any way. You'd have just said thank you or patted him on the back. But 3 to 4 hours after this man was traumatized, you got a piece of paper in his face asking him to sign it. So you have him under contract that he will pay you back the money that just got stolen from him at gunpoint? I have one question. It's a question that Larry King said you should always ask. Why? Okay, God bless the dead, Larry King. He said, why? I have no answers for this one. I'm just making y'all aware of what is happening in the world. Just reminds me of a quote from the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama was absolutely right when he said, the ugliest thing I have ever seen is a human without compassion. And clearly, this place I can't pronounce has no compassion.
Walla pie.
There you go. Please give the Lodge Walla. Who wants some pie?
Lodge Walla pie.
Give them the biggest hee-haw, please. In fact, let Remy Ma give them the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Yeah, that's foul.
That's horrible.
That's all the way foul.
And I would really go in on them if that word wasn't kicking my ass. If the name of the place, wasn't kicking my ass, I'd really have some words for them.
That's
okay.
Foul. That's foul.
Jesus,
I'm mad. He signed it too.
He didn't know. He was traumatized, man. He just had a gun in his face.
That means they got robbed before to have that paper there for them to sign that fast, though. Like they didn't have to go to an attorney, a lawyer. They just got that paper in the back room. Here, come sign this.
Or maybe yeah. I was thinking also they might have had that for employees who steal. Or if money goes up missing. Or if the drawer's short. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Or maybe they thought he stole or something.
That's horrible, man.
That's crazy.
It's on video.
Or that he was in on it.
No. Well, that's clearly not the case.
No. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
What you want to know?
Baby mama issues? Need some words of wisdom? Call up now for Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Come on.
Need relationship advice? Need personal advice? Just need real advice. Call up now for Ask Yee.
Keep it real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Nairobi Nelson. What's up, Envy?
Nairobi, what's up, man?
Well, first and foremost, I got to say for Black History Month, you have to watch A Block, the reality cartoon. They have a Black History fact after every episode, and they're in episode 2. And the Black History fact that astonished me was Black History Month started off as Negro History Week. Did you know that?
Nope.
And
Did
now
not know
you
that. A Block. Okay. Thank you for that fact.
It's a reality cartoon.
All right.
It's archived on YouTube. Now, Angela Yee, me and my girl, we having an argument about this Joe Rogan thing, how he's coming into black neighborhoods calling them Planet of the Apes. That is
right.
Hey, I ain't got to say the word, but I guess you could call it systemic racism. He might be saying it in fun, but when Rosie O'Donnell said it, she got canceled. She said the girl looked like, the scientist looked like black, somebody from the Planet of the Apes. Joe Rogan say it, and it's kind of being smoothed across.
Right. Listen, that definitely was a crazy statement to say, and it sounded like a racist statement to me.
Okay, all right. Now that makes me feel better, because I was like, are they skipping over this? Because Planet of the Apes, that kind of made me kind of burn me up. But my girl, like, it's just a joke. But it's a systemic. It's logged into his head that it's funny, but it's not funny.
Right. So now, what's the question for you guys?
Should I stop arguing about it? Because she left, she went to work, but I'm ready to keep it going when she get back home. Like, yo.
Listen, I want to say a couple of things here. Sometimes it's not a fight that you're going to win. She has her opinion on something and you have your opinion on something. Sometimes you have to just agree to disagree, because is this something that's going to really affect your relationship?
Yeah. I think it is going to pull. I do see it pulling a negative energy into the relationship.
So why is this a bigger deal for you guys? Because look, I see a lot of people arguing about this online. I see a lot of people have differing opinions, and it is an opinion. Somebody could look at what Joe Rogan says and what he has done and said, I will never mess with him. He's a racist. Mm-hmm. And some people will say, I don't think he's racist. and what he said was a joke. It was a bad joke. He's apologized. Let's move on. But those are just two different ways that people think. You can't ever force somebody to believe what you believe.
Yeah, don't let that white man get your house all messed up, man. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Sometimes losing is winning.
Okay. What you got to say, Charlamagne? Because I hear you smoozing. You down with Joe Rogan?
I don't know Joe Rogan. I just walked in. What's the debate?
He's saying him and his wife are arguing over the Joe Rogan thing, and they keep arguing. It's getting kind of nasty in the house.
That's why Joe Rogan is such a great podcast, because it causes these kind of debates. But it shouldn't be nothing that breaks up your marriage.
That's what I said.
Like, I mean, I don't understand why people can't have two opposing opinions. Like, just I got a different view because I'm a broadcaster. You know what I mean? I'm a broadcaster that, you know, some people would say is a shock jock. So my opinion is going to be different. I know that we've said some wild stuff on this radio, so I cannot take no moral stand on Joe Rogan and say whether he's right or whether he's wrong.
Nairobi,
because somebody could easily do the same thing to me.
And Nairobi, don't you feel that it's great that you guys have differing opinions on things? You don't want your wife or your girlfriend to always agree with you.
You're right, Angie. Angie, you in the right spot. I appreciate what you said.
But if you have a point where y'all arguing like that, it ain't worth it, brother.
It's not. And I'm gonna tell you something else too, man. Another reason that you got to just keep your message consistent is because, trust me, things like this will happen to somebody that you like, and your wife will be on your ass about that too. Trust me. This can happen to any of your favorite comedians, any of your favorite radio personalities, broadcasters, podcasters, anything. This can happen to anybody.
Yeah. I can't. To this day, I can't turn to Seinfeld, and I love Seinfeld. But since I turned to Seinfeld,
I said the same thing after what happened with Kramer. Yes, I was like, man, it's hard for me to watch after that. But I'll say this, Nairobi, this is a great way for you guys to figure out moving forward, having these healthy debates, because it is healthy to debate things.
That's right.
To have your own opinions. But how do you guys come to a resolution? Okay, we're just not going to agree on this. Let's have dinner. Right.
Yeah, just find it. And by the way, let her listen to Rogan, and you find something else to listen to. What's the problem? Like, that's why NDRE said curation. Why are y'all arguing about it? And when y'all in the car, y'all find something that y'all want to listen to together.
I feel you. I would like to end with, I'm still liking your show, The God's Honest Truth.
Thank you, sir. Make sure you scream that on Paramount Plus. See, a lot of people don't like that show. You go to IMDb, there's people on there that say I'm a racist, and I'm the Black Alex Jones.
Right, and how can you be a racist?
I don't know, but that's people's opinion. I take, it is what it is, man. But you can go scream the first season on Paramount Plus right now. Thank you. I thank you for appreciating it, brother.
Thank you, Nairobi. We appreciate you. So go make sure you give your girl a hug later today.
Okay, thank you, Angie.
Yeah, it ain't worth that argument, man. Have a good one. Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee now. It's the Breakfast Club.
Get some real advice with Angela Yee. It's Ask Yee.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
This is Tia.
Hey, what's your question for Yee?
I go with this guy. He's my boyfriend. He just asked me to be his girlfriend last weekend. I flew out to go see him. We knew each other from middle school or whatever. No big deal. But he did this birthday post to his ex-wife, and at the end he put, "I love you, sugar."
Wow.
I still feel like there's something there, but he keeps saying that it's not. So my question is, before I get too involved, do I just because he said that it's not, but I really don't believe him, honestly.
Well, why did he write that? If you're in a relationship, why would you be telling your ex-wife, "I love you, sugar," on social media?
Mind you, again, he just asked me to be his girlfriend this past weekend because I went to go see him. And he did the birthday post before that, but he asked me, did I have a problem with it? And I'm looking at it like, would you have a problem if I did a birthday post to my ex-husband and said, "I love you, sugar," at the end, if the roles were reversed? And he didn't answer.
And what did he say?
He didn't have an answer.
So you saw it before he posted it?
No, he posted it while I was at work, and then he sent it to me. He said, he asked me, "Do you have a problem with me writing a birthday post to my ex-wife?" And he said, "Before you answer, this is what I sent." He screenshotted it and sent it to me. It's not the fact that he did the birthday post to the ex-wife. It's what he said in the post that had me like, maybe I should pull back just a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like he's not completely over that, and that's disrespectful to you and your relationship. It's fine that he did a birthday post like you said, but a love you sugar is a bit much and unnecessary, especially if he's moved on and has a whole new girlfriend. And like you said, would he like it if you did that? Now, when he asked you if you had a problem with it, what did you say? Besides, would you have a problem? Did you tell him, yes, I do have a problem?
I told him I don't have a problem with him doing the post. I have a problem with what he said in the post, because that is the mother of his children. They have 3 beautiful little girls. I'm not the type of woman that's like, don't be sending her this and that. I'm not insecure at all. I'm very secure in myself. So with that, I'm just like, but why did you need to tell her you love her? Do you still love her? You can't love me.
Why did they break up? And when did they break up and why? Because he could love her in a different way. He could love her because she is the mother of their children and she does a great job with the kids.
13 years. He married for 13 years and now they're divorced. He's been divorced now for a year.
Why are they divorced?
I don't even know.
Okay, so these are things that you need to understand. Like, what is their relationship now? And I would say I don't want to officially be in a relationship with you until I feel comfortable. I can't have my man going around. Oh, damn. And this could be something, that he's still not completely over. And so they've only been divorced for a year. They were together for 13. Yep. They have children together. And if there's a red flag for you, you can slow things down.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then, because, nah.
And you can also communicate and let him know why. You can say, look, I get it. Y'all was together for 13 years. You have kids together. I feel like this post made me think there's more going on. And you should ask questions. If you can lay down with somebody, if you can meet their parents, then you can ask questions about what it is that you feel like you need to know to make evaluations.
That's what I mean by, like, nah, I'm not invested, but I'm invested just because I've met his parents. I literally got.
You're invested because you care about him. So. Yeah, you care about him. So you need to find out about this relationship and you need to take your time. That way, he's only been divorced for a year. That way you can really see what's going on, because right now you can't assess from this one post until you understand their relationship more. And if that means, look, let's just take it slower because I'm not completely comfortable, you have every right to do that.
Okay, got it.
All right, good luck.
Okay. All right. Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice, you can call Yee right now. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, we are going to talk about Nelly. Now, some video leaked, and he has apologized for this video leaking. We'll talk about it.
All right, we'll get into it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Listen up.
It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report.
Gossip.
With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, for the Oscars, The Power of the Dog got 12 nominations. That's the most. And that's followed by Dune, that got 10 nominations. And also, congratulations, hopefully, to Lin-Manuel Miranda. If he does win, then he would have an EGOT, and that is for Encanto. So that EGOT is the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. So he's up for Best Original Song for that movie, for Encanto. I know you guys love that movie. And Questlove Summer of Soul also got a Best Documentary Feature nominations. And Beyonce got a nomination as well. So hopefully for her, she'll be winning for Encanto too. All right. Now, Will Smith has gotten another Oscar nomination after 15 years, and that is for King Richard. He was playing King Richard. I know you guys saw that, right?
I haven't seen that either, man. I've been trying to watch that for months because when I went to go watch it over the holidays, it wasn't on HBO Max anymore. I've been wanting to sit down with my daughter and watch that forever. I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I'm going to try to watch it this week, and I've been looking for it too.
All right. Well, Will Smith now, for being nominated for Best Actor for King Richard, also shares the Best Picture nomination with producers Tim White and Trevor White. He is now the 9th person and 2nd Black man to be nominated for both acting in and producing the same film in the same year. So congratulations to him.
I haven't seen any of these movies, but I feel like Will Smith is long overdue for an Oscar, don't you think?
Yeah, King Richard was really great.
Yeah,
People had some things to say about his accent, though.
I haven't seen any of the movies, but I feel like Will Smith did the best job. That's the era we live in. I don't need to have any information. This is all feelings, baby.
Right,
I'm going off my feelings.
That's the vibe. All right.
Well, Denzel Washington remains the Oscars' most nominated black actor after receiving a Best Actor nomination for his performance in The Tragedy of Macbeth. That is his 10th overall nomination at the Academy Awards.
I definitely feel like Denzel did the best job out of everybody that's nominated in that category.
That's how you feel?
And he should win the award. Who's he up against, Yee? Do we know? I feel like Denzel should win that.
Have you seen any of the movies, sir?
No, not one.
I can't. I'm surprised that you haven't seen King Richard.
I am too.
But you still want Will to win.
All right.
What?
All right. Best.
Yeah,
well,
I do want
listen.
Will to win.
That's going to be that's a tough one for you because both Will Smith and Denzel are both nominated for Best Actor along with Javier.
So what do you do now?
I feel like Will should win because
over Denzel.
Will don't got one. Denzel got one.
Who did the best job?
Denzel got an Oscar. I don't know. I haven't seen either movie, but I just feel like Will should win because Will don't have an Oscar.
All right, I'm with you.
That'd be fly. That's hip hop, baby.
Right.
That's the Fresh Prince.
All right. Well, Will Packer is producing the broadcast this year, so that should be exciting to watch. Congratulations to Will Packer. That's a huge deal for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Salute to my
That's
man.
a huge deal for the Oscars.
Yes, King Richard. What? What? And you know what is short for Richard?
Tell me.
I'm just asking. Do you know?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
You tell me.
It's a name.
What is it?
Yeah. So King.
That's why you've been dying to watch it.
That is not why I've been dying to watch it.
Speaking of King Richard, can we get into Nelly, I guess?
Wow. Okay, good transition, Envy. So you saw the video.
That's my guy right there. You see that goddamn lob without even trying? No look pass. He slam dunked it between his legs. You see that? You see that
He
segue?
slobbed on that lob.
You see that segue?
Envy?
Slob on the lob, Yee?
I'm just trying to help you out, Yee. I'm just trying to help you out.
All right. Well, Nelly, there was a video that was posted on his Instagram page. Looks like he accidentally posted it because he deleted it within a minute. But a lot of people have managed to capture that video, and it was of him receiving oral sex. And people were making a lot of comments about his moaning.
What's wrong with moaning?
Yeah, what's wrong with moaning?
You're supposed to moan.
I agree. You guys should be noisy when things are happening
That's
in the
right.
bedroom.
If the man ain't moaning, you ain't doing a good job.
Okay.
Man, shut up. You know what I meant.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about me as the man.
I know you talking about you as a man. All right, go ahead, Yee.
Huh?
Well, Nelly has since apologized. He told TMZ, "I sincerely apologize to the young lady and her family. This is unwanted publicity for them. This was an old video that was private and never meant to go public."
That's messed up. See, people don't think about that when they post these videos. Like, you post it because it's Nelly. But what about the girl on the other end? You know what I'm saying?
I know. I was like, what if she's a teacher? What if, her family has to see this?
Word is
That's
born.
humiliating for
She
her.
wonder why her DMs popping now. She don't even know why. What if she married now?
True.
You know what I mean? With kids.
What if she's
All
married
right,
before?
well-
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Okay. All right. Well, he has apologized. It was never supposed to go public the way that it did. And you saw Ashanti was trending because of that video, too. All right. Now, Wendy Williams will not be returning her daytime talk show this season, but the future of the show does remain in flux, according to Variety. They said Sherry Shepherd is in advanced discussions for her own daytime talk show. They're saying that could potentially replace Wendy Williams' show, according to sources.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Yee. And that was your rumor report. Now, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Get your request in right now. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, it's Black History Month. What we doing, Charlamagne?
Man, today we are talking about the rebellion of Nat Turner, man. You know, every day, the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network, every day during Black History Month, we drop a daily podcast called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either by my man B-Dot. And today B-Dot is telling you something you maybe didn't know about the great Nat Turner.
Killed him. Oh, wife sleep, grab the musket. I didn't know, maybe you didn't. What's happening? Big shouts to Black Effect Podcast for rocking with your boy, B-Dot. You ain't talking about. And the message on today's episode is simple. Never underestimate a black man. On today's episode of I Didn't Know, maybe you didn't either. Did you know some accounts say they skinned him and used his skin as souvenirs to make purses and belts? Some accounts say they dissected his body and gave the body parts to different wealthy white families so that they could put it on a mantle as trophies. Some accounts say they melted his body down to grease. I'm talking about Nat Turner. Now, you may be familiar. He had a huge slave revolt in 1831. Oh, it was epic. He went inside the master's house while the master was asleep, killed him. Oh, wife sleep, grabbed a musket. Pop! Kill him. Kids, kill him too. They went from town to town, killing white people. They got up to 75 people deep, mobbing the streets. And then, of course, they all got captured. And then, of course, they all got killed. See, we always knew that Nat Turner revolted, but I didn't know how much of a price he paid for it. I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. I didn't know.
All right, well, happy Black History Month.
That's right, man. And make sure you download the I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. They drop daily during Black History Month. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Also, do yourself a favor and just simply go out there and Google, you know, I hate to say the word famous, but yeah, famous slave revolts that have happened, you know, throughout history, whether it was Nat Turner's rebellion, whether it was, you know, the Haitian Revolution, whether it was the 1733 St. John insurrection, whether it was the Baptist War. There was plenty of times. Salute to my man Denmark, D.C., Charleston, South Carolina, 843. It was plenty of times slave revolts either happened or were planned. So don't buy into that narrative that, you know, slaves just bow down for their oppressors. There was plenty of times that we revolted.
All right, when we come back, we got the positive note at the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Yes, the positive note is simply this, man. And I posted this on my Instagram earlier. I think the best thing I ever did in my adult life was start digging deep and asking myself why I am the way I am and do things the way I do. It takes a ton of work and intentionality, but getting to know yourself on a deeper level will help you thrive.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?